Hello Team FD and welcome back to Unfiltered, the show where we travel the timeline to get you the story behind the post. Joining me today is Eberechi Eze and he's in a very good mood. How are you, sir?
Good, sir. I'm very well, thank you, man.
Thank you very much for joining us and thank you to New Balance for making this happen. You know what we do in this show by now, so let's dive straight in. Post number one, seamless. Post number one. Let's kick it off with this free kick. Now we've seen you bag them for Palace at Premier League level, and here you are doing it in your youth. Now, firstly, talk to me about the position in this goalkeeper because you must have been licking your lips.
Yeah, he is standing quite far over, isn't it? I didn't see that until you just pointed it out.
Gift wrapped for a man like yourself. Did you have a hero when it came to set pieces growing up? Because I'm seeing a little bit of Ronaldinho left to right whip on this.
That's my guy, Ronaldinho. I used to watch him with my brother all day long. So trying to implement a bit of his style there from the side, but thankfully it went in, man. It was a good free kick.
Yeah, I love that. Did you take them all growing up? Were you like, give me the corners, give me the free kicks, give me everything?
I think it was more because I was small than anything, because realistically, not in there for corners, but taking corners, taking free kicks, that's what I enjoyed doing.
Let's move on then to the next photo, and it's you playing for Wycombe, and this is the main man, Gareth Ainsworth. Mm-hmm. Now, when you reflect on this period of time now, how important was that stint in League Two for your development, for your growth?
That was, I think, probably the best decision I could have made at that time. Going away, playing men's football, knowing what it meant to play for 3 points and to play for a manager. He turned me into more of a man, I think, and a bit more of a mature player. So I was able to go back to QPR and to enjoy myself and to perform at a high level, so hugely grateful to them.
5 goals and 16 starts.
Got it's not that good, is it, really?
That's
5 and 16? That doesn't sound good.
All right, we'll cut that out. Next photo then is you and the brightest says Samuel, unreal dribbler. Used to sign him up on FM every single time.
Yeah.
Is there any other players you've played with or against in that period, in the Championship, who you think should be playing Premier League football?
Don't really want to talk about other clubs too much, but QPR, I think there's a lot of players there who will end up in the Premier League, don't know when it will be, but I remember playing with Ilyas Chair. He's one of my favourite people in football. So it might be a bit biased saying this, but I believe he will play in the Premier League.
I mean, talking of immense quality, the next photo, you playing against Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
Now, this must have been surreal.
At the time, that was mad. Having the ball and running away from him, I remember this so vividly, and he fouled me here, and I was just thinking, this is weird, man.
I've just gassed Wayne Rooney.
I've just moved to Wayne Rooney. But realistically, I think this is what dreams are made of. This is what I was wanting to do from a young kid. So grateful for the opportunity, but not surprised that I'm playing against him. That's all part of the journey, I think.
I still think best teenager the Premier League has ever seen.
I couldn't argue with you.
An absolute savage, right. Let's move on then. Here's you signing for Crystal Palace ahead of the 2021 season for 16 mil. Now, I want to ask you about your first training session. What was it like? Was it like being at a brand new school, or was it quite breezy? Were you quite confident from day one?
I was quite confident, just because I'm confident in myself. And I remember it just being a day that me realising these guys they may know of me, but they don't actually know what I'm capable of. So every day in training has to be me showing myself and proving that I'm deserving to be here. Yeah. So I remember that first session, that was like my first real true understanding of that. Okay, cool, you're in a new environment, you got to prove yourself now. You're not going to be given anything, which was a huge insight at that time.
When you went on to register a goal involvement every 3 games in your debut season, what is it about your game that suits Premier League football, do you think?
I feel comfortable when I'm on the ball. So I think that plays a big part when you're playing with quality players, being able to be comfortable on the ball, to pick a pass and to make a decision quickly. I feel confident in myself to show whatever it is that I want to show, and I make decisions for myself. I'm not forced into anything by anybody. I do what I feel is the right thing to do, which is help me get this far.
Yeah, man, an independent thinker. It's a few of them at Palace as well, isn't it, this season? Fluid up front. Gallagher, Zaha.
100%.
I imagine he's of a similar mindset as Zaha.
100%.
Have you had those chats?
Yeah, we speak about that quite a lot. Just being yourself, being free and doing what you want to do and not feeling the pressure of, I've had the ball for too long, I need to pass it now. Or you make the decision that is the right decision and something that he's got he's learned his trade and he's mastered that, I think, for sure.
I mean, did you do what you wanted to do until Roy Hodgson told you to track back? And then you were just like...
You do what you want until Roy
told you to do. I do what Roy wants me to do.
Sorry. Yeah, you do what Roy tells you to do.
Absolutely. Right, let's move on then to the Achilles injury. Got to talk about it. Now, can you explain your mindset in the 24 hours after? Because, of course, you were included in the 33-man shortlist for the England squad. Yeah. That must have been a real tough one to take.
Yeah, it was. It was very tough, I think. I don't know if it's the hardest experience I've experienced in football, but it was definitely difficult. And the first 24 hours, it was just my head all over the place because you're thinking about what could have been and having to deal with the fact that you're now in a boot, you've got to have an operation. It wasn't easy at all, but with the support of my family and the people around me, it was something that I was able to get through.
And we see you getting through it in the next photo here. Smiling post-surgery.
Yeah, man.
I mean, what would be your advice to any young pro going through something like this? Having come out the other end, you know, still wearing a big smile.
I think it's being grateful for all that you have. So even though I've got a boot on my leg there and I'm on crutches, I have to think about where I've come from and all that I've experienced. So to be at a Premier League club, to be doing my rehab with an amazing physio and to have a clear goal and a clear focus, there's not much more that I could ask for. So just huge gratitude, because I could have been elsewhere. I could have been in a worse position having to deal with a similar injury, which could have turned out in a different way.
How did it feel being told that you'd be able to return sooner than anticipated? Was that like a big weight off your shoulders?
I knew from the moment I'd done it that, so people were saying 6 months or 7 months or whatever it was. And I remember asking the specialist, I was like, what's the fastest time that's been done? He said 4 months and 3 weeks. I said, okay, cool, that's my aim. I'm going for it. I'm not going for January. I'm gonna go for as safe as possible. I'm gonna aim for that. So if it's not possible, then I won't. There's no pressure for me to get there. But I set that target for myself, and being able to achieve that let me know that I'm able to do whatever I put my mind to. There's nothing that can stop me realistically.
Love that mentality. I feel like just taking a beat there, you know, just a little bit emotional after that. Next photo is just a very selfish one from me, so we'll keep it quite quick.
It is selfish.
So where'd you get the shirt then? Because I think that I would look pretty good in this, to be honest.
You think so?
Oh, no, sir.
A bit bulky though, so how would it?
What are you saying? It's the jumper. Best dressed man in football? Who do you think it is?
Do you know who's got flavour?
Go on.
Joachim Anderson. I'm gonna take some pictures after this. I think that's, yeah. I'm gonna take some pictures, upload it to my grandma. You're gonna see this guy, the best dressed man I've seen.
Crazy, I'm stunned. I'm also stunned by the bromance between you and Cheku Kouyaté in this next photo. Is he someone you clicked with straight away at Palace?
He's just, I don't know how to explain him, man. He's just so happy all the time.
Just a warm guy.
Just a warm guy. So I've clicked with him very, very well, 100%.
Does he take people under his wing? Is that his thing? Is that his quality?
He's just a loving guy, man. Honestly, just the energy that he puts out is beautiful. And again, when I go into football, he's one of my favourite people seeing in the morning, because he's always smiling. He'll spud you, but he wants to give you a hug. That's the type of guy he is. So honestly, having him as a teammate is amazing.
Right, next one then, Eberechi Eze in front of an empty plate. What is the dream meal?
Dream meal? What's the dream meal? Sushi? No, jollof rice. Jollof rice and fried chicken. I have to stick to my roots.
Let's move on then. So you've struck up a partnership with New Balance. How does it feel to be the face of such a well-known brand? I'm going to say it. I know they've got Sadio Mane. I know they've got other big names.
You got it on camera? No, it's sick, man. It's sick working with New Balance. And again, being in this position, to have a brand want you, this is all that I dreamed of as a kid. So I'm just hugely thankful to God, grateful to God that I've been given this opportunity. I can inspire people around me. I could give up 3 garms to my family. That's just, nice. This is what the dream is, honestly.
Now, you said that's the dream you've had since you were a kid. The last photo, this has become something of a habit on and field. The last photo is you as a kid. If you could jump in a time machine and offer this young version of yourself some advice, what would it be and why?
I think this guy here, he was still thinking about impressing people and trying to prove himself. Whereas now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people think. Do what you do, apply yourself, work hard, be the best version of yourself, and what people will say will be, that's it. That's literally it. It's brushing the good off, brushing the bad off, and being able to be at peace with yourself. Bit long-winded, but that's the
I'm about to cry there.
Don't cry, man. It's easy.
I appreciate
life, man. Take it easy.
That's the end of the show. That is the end of Unfiltered for this week. If you want to watch another episode of Unfiltered, click on screen right now. A massive shout out to New Balance for making this happen. Click the link in the description below for more details on their wonderful products. Like the channel, subscribe with notifications on, and what else?
I don't know what to say.
Yourself.
Just enjoy life. Just take it easy.
There you go.
Just take it easy.
Start
bro.
the show.
Just laugh, man.